Hey everyone, so welcome back to my channel today, and we are going to be doing another episode of my Sims 2 Pleasantview gameplay series, Let's Play, whatever you want to call it at this point, because it's been a very long time since we've last seen the drama, the tea, the scandals left and right on a Sunday afternoon in the winter time on this channel. Now, it's been a minute since I've been in this world because I've been focusing a lot more on my Strange Town playthrough, but I wanted to come back to this world because I honestly low-key just miss all the drama I've created and what I've been doing off camera and on stream and in videos, and personally it has been great. If you want to go rewatch some of the past Sims 2 streams I've done in the past, I will link down below my VOD channel where I re-upload my Twitch streams to YouTube so you can watch them back. They're quite lengthy, like 3 hours, 4 hour long videos, so if you want to have a little video in the background while you clean, do homework, whatever, I've got you covered, don't worry. But in this lovely world, we're in Academia Tour, which is a university world if you have the Sims 2 University, and I realize I've done nothing in this area because I find university very boring. But I've learned that I haven't really done anything with Sonyador or Bo Broke, because Sonyador is actually the child of Don, Lothario, and Daniel Pleasant when they were married at a point in time that did not last very long. And I forgot I sent her off to university. And then Bo Broke is actually the child of Brandy Broke and supposedly Skip Broke. Well, actually, yeah. Skip Broke and Brandy Broke had a kid together. Bo Broke is now in college. And then I also realized I have Scarlett Marlena Langhurt, which is the child of Daniel Pleasant and Caitlin Langhurt. Caitlin Langhurt was a maid for Daniel Pleasant, but Caitlin was dating Don and Daniel at the same time, but had a kid with Daniel instead. So I forgot their child's in college. However, Caitlin and Daniel are no longer speaking to each other. They haven't spoken to each other since Scarlett was born. So it's been a very long time, and I need to definitely get her out of university, moving on with her own life, and kind of getting things started with that. But what we're going to focus on in today's episode is Alexander Goth and Lilith Pleasant. Now, they're still teenagers in this world because I haven't touched them at all, because I wanted to make sure that they were living together and kind of had a sense of like realization that they are literally the black sheep of both of their families. Alexander is like the youngest goth kid. Cassandra is doing her own little white picket fence, happy-go-lucky family. Mortimer's dead. Bella's gone missing. And then you have Lilith Pleasant, who's also literally the black sheep of the family, where she's not speaking to her sister, Angela, who has so many kids. Her mother's absolute crazy and went wild, and she is now retired and about to die. Her father went AWOL and had bunches of affairs left and right and is no longer speaking to him anymore. So Lilith is basically all on her own. And the reason why I have Alexander and Lilith together here in university is that they kind of mesh very well in a way where they kind of understand each other. Because you look at their family tree here, well, mainly Lilith Pleasant, you can kind of see that she has 4 other siblings. You have Ellie Pleasant, you have Sonyador Pleasant, you know, Scarlett Marlena Langhurt, and you also got Angela Broke. Now, Angela and Lilith are both sisters, but Scarlett and Lilith are stepsisters because, you know, their father is Daniel. And then you also have Sonyador, who is, you know, the daughter of Daniel and Dawn. And then you have Ellie Pleasant, who is technically adopted into the family along with Sonyador too. But Ellie was adopted by Mary Sue Pleasant because Angela didn't want to be the whole, you know, goody two-shoes, happy-go-lucky, you know, kid anymore, and kind of just broke that. And Mary Sue wanted to mold another child to be more like her and Angela, but a little bit better than all of them combined. So she adopted, but Mary Sue was like, I'm gonna adopt you and you're gonna be the best daughter ever. But Angela was like, no, I don't think so. You're crazy. I'm taking Ellie off your hands because you're senile and you're going through some stuff. You sold our house out of spite because you wanted more money, and you are now alone and by yourself. So good riddance. And so now Ellie lives with Angela, Dustin, and their 2 kids, Daryl and Leo Oliver Broke. But that's kind of the whole family tree here. But how Alexander and Lilith are kind of somewhat connected, because if you go to Sonyador Pleasant, because Lilith and Sonyador are stepsisters through like the same father. But if you click on Sonyador, you see Don Pleasant. Now, these two together, if they were still married, they literally have 7 kids together. 7 kids. Now, here's the crazy thing. Sanyador is the daughter of Don and Daniel. Jonathan Dimitri Goth is the son of Cassandra Goth and Don Lothario. So that's where like the Goth family comes into the mix. But then Bambi Caliente is the daughter of Nina Caliente and Don Lothario. You already know Angela and Liz related to Daniel and Mary Sue, Scarlett, Caitlin, and Daniel. And then you have these two, Michael Caliente and then Carly Shay Caliente, who are the children of Dina Caliente and Don Lothario. So technically, Don Lothario has 5 kids by 3 different people. One by Cassandra, 1 by Nina, 2 by Dina, and then 1 by Daniel. So he has 1, 2, 3. Oh no. He has 5 kids by 4 different people. Oh, that's not good. Well, no, yeah. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't realize it until now. Yeah, oh no. That's not good. Oh, and then oh gosh, I forgot. Dina Caliente, the nice witch, lies, had a kid with Mortimer Goth and named them Flynn Caliente. Mortimer is now dead because he died from old age. But it's like, when you see it, it's kind of weird in a way how they're all connected in some similar way. Like, they're not related, but they're related in a weird timeline where Sanyador and Lilith have the same father, but it's like, no, they don't. It's a very weird concept, but nevertheless, they're not related, which is kind of great. And I kind of low-key want them to be together, but I don't really know because they're good friends right now. They don't really have any good chemistry. I forgot. Alexander's father, Mortimer Goth, died, and he left nothing for Dina when they were like supposedly together. Left Cassandra with some stuff and then Alexander with money. So he got some inheritance along the way because his father died. Now, inheriting money, I'll miss that dearly departed Sim, but at least I've got one heck of a memento. Ka-ching, ka-ching. He got a lot of money out of it, like only 10,000 simoleons, which is not as much. So the reason why they're actually in university is because I want them to kind of be here before they age up into young adults. Because Alexander is still a teenager and he doesn't age up for like the next 14 days. But Lilith, however, ages up in 3 days. But I've realized over time that Lilith isn't really fit for university. She never really wanted to like study and go to school or do anything at all. And I've slowly come to terms that based on her like interest and also her like skills and everything, which she has an A in public school, but body, logic, and mechanical is like really, really good. So I was thinking of having her purchase a lovely business where she can actually, you know, make money for herself as a car mechanic and sell cars that she fixes up over time. You know, we're actually gonna go and buy the Von Doe Gallery because I feel like that's just like good enough for us, but we technically cannot afford it. So we're going to take out a nice little loan because we need to earn some little extra simoleons if we're gonna earn some profit. Let's go ahead and go to banking online and get ourselves a little bit of a home loan of 100,000 simoleons before we kind of purchase that lot. But Alexander, I'm gonna have you go over here to the computer because we need to have you go send an email to your sister to see how she's doing. But now that we have taken out the loan, we're gonna have to pay it back over time, which can be a good thing and a bad thing, but we're gonna manage to get through it all. But let's go and purchase that lovely little place that we can call home and see where it takes off. We could technically go downtown, but I don't want to go there because that place is crazy. And Blue Water Village is technically like the whole like real estate and, you know, business world when you have open for business. So it's like perfect for what we need to do. Especially, we might change some things around, but we're going to go and get this lovely here and purchase the property. And we're going to go and email our sister how she's doing. And then we need to see how Nina is doing because technically, no, we're going to go and actually message Dina because she was Alexander's stepmother at one point and they're not really on good terms, but we're going to still like email them just to be, you know, a little courteous and kind. Let's see how they're doing. But we just got the deed to the Von Doe Gallery. And now we own our very own community lot, which is so exciting. I want to see what it looks like. But now that we own this lot, I feel like we can do literally anything we want now. Like, it's small enough, but it's also big enough for us to like renovate and take down and like do things with it, which personally I believe that we can do so many things that it's going to work out for the long haul. And I'm actually kind of excited to see how this turns out at the end of the day. And of course, I'm going to renovate this at some point because it is a hot mess express. This roofing be interesting. We gotta change it up. Like, I honestly believe that we could definitely end up demolishing actually a lot of these walls because we don't technically need them per se. And we just open this part up, like take it, cut in half or something. I don't know. We definitely could do something with this, like cut it in half. Like if we take out this wall right here and delete all the furniture and like sell the cars periodically, we won't sell too many because one, we don't have a lot of space, but also two, I feel like if we keep our inventory small and the higher that we get in our skills, the better we might be. So this will definitely be perfect for us in the long haul. And I also believe that if we're going to make this very profitable, we're not going to be open for a long time, especially having to work on cars periodically here and there. We might as well sell some extra goodies, like maybe have a little grocery area in the back and definitely have someone come in here, buy the car, come out, restock it if we need to, and we'll just kind of like do that for a hot minute, like a little side business. It's gonna be like a multi-purpose type of thing where we'll have a few things here and there, but not keep it as open as others. Now, we're gonna sell some carrots, of course. I do wanna make this all wood texture because I think it will look very nicer and cleaner, but we also have carrots, broccoli, and we also have lettuce and apples and pears and lemons, and then we also have oranges. Now, this is gonna be a weird, funky thing. I'm gonna put this against the wall because I think it looks nicer that way. Oops, my bad. We'll put this here. We'll put this here. I'm gonna scooch just over. There we go. That looks a little bit better. I feel like this is like a very wealthy-ish little area that we can buy groceries from, a little grocery area. They'll go purchase their stuff over here. People who want to buy cars can definitely come over here, which they definitely will at some point in the future. But for now, we'll just wait and see. We need to actually go to management. Set uniform. Wait, hold up. We got things to do. We have to set the uniform before we hire any employees. Who would have thought that we would have had employees? We're gonna make them wear like this little blue top here. I think it looks nice with some nice little pants here. We'll probably go with like these white pants. It looks more professional. Yeah. Add to business outfits. Yes. Wow. Look at Lilith looking all professional and things. She looks so happy. I have never seen Lilith this happy in like forever. So like now that she's like here doing her own thing and just having fun, because she does have the popularity aspiration and she definitely wants to be a teen idol. Well, she's no longer a teen, but you get what I mean. Like she's definitely like living her life like it's golden and having a very fun time being who she wants to be, being that girl boss she's always wanted to do and be, and just have fun. So we're definitely gonna have her just do a lot of things over time, because I kind of forgot that we couldn't buy cars on our community lot to purchase and fix up, because apparently that's not a thing. And I already know that the fixer upper car is in here in miscellaneous, but it's not for community lots. So we'll have to fix it up here at our home lot and then take it to our business to sell and do that. So we'll have a lot of like side businesses with our main business. So I'm actually gonna have Lilith go over here and go to this thing and send an email to her sister, because I think it would be very appropriate to see how she's doing, because I do want them to be kind of like good friends again after not speaking to each other, which technically are good friends, but you know what I mean. Like I want them to be a little bit more closer, have some chemistry here and there, and especially get more along with our kids. So she really hates Dark Dreamer, which is not great, but we're gonna go and send an email to Angela and see how she's doing, what she's up to. I also realized that we still have Brandy Hurt in here as a potential sim we could see. We could technically see our father. See, I want to see our sister, but I also want to see our father and see how he's doing, but that's Dawn. But Daniel's over here. Daniel Landgrab V. Oh my gosh. we're not really good friends with any of our like relatives. Mary Sue, we're kind of good friends there on good terms. Daniel, no, at all. Like we're just gonna go see our father. Like if you look at this, I believe we have a bad relationship with our father. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we have a very negative relationship with our father, with Daniel Pleasant. And as you can see, Lilith isn't really in like the best mindset to really see. Did she just walk off the lot? She went to go, you know what? Hey, I thought I was gonna go with her. But if you didn't know, Lilith and Alexander have a business together, but Alexander doesn't really have any input anyway at all when it comes to like what they should like, you know, do, what they should add and everything. So he has no input, but he can help like, you know, manage it, like getting stuff restocked and purchasing things for it, of course. But Lilith is more the head honcho of it all. Now, here's the thing. Lilith isn't really, you know, having like the best of terms with her father at all. Like she literally hates her father, but I kind of want them to become somewhat good friends enough for them to be kind of decent and acknowledge that they are there and existing. So here's what we're going to do today. Daniel Pleasant, if you didn't know, Daniel Landgrab V right now is married to Malcolm Landgrabb V. Now, if you don't know this already, in the recent episodes, he is now retired as an assistant coach at level 8, but there have been things in his life that led him down this path. He's cheated on Mary Sue. He's cheated on Daniel. He's cheated on Caitlin Langkurt more than once. And he's also has had his reputation destroyed since like marrying Mary Sue, dating Caitlin Langkurt, having a kid with her, but also marrying Don Lothario. And so when his reputation came down to literally down in the dumps, he had to figure out a way how he was going to regain that fame, gain that reputation, gain all that money back. And it all boiled down to one single sim. Malcolm Landgrabb V. I'm going to have Lilith. So, okay, Lilith, I'm going to have you go talk to Malcolm here for a quick second because Lilith knows something that Malcolm doesn't. Now, here's the thing. Malcolm believes that this could boil down to the fact that he is technically being used for something, but I don't think he really knows what's really going on. So Lilith is always the person that shares the bad news. And so I feel like that this could be a good thing for us. I don't think Malcolm is ready for it, but I think he needs to hear the truth. He's a person that is like, don't sugarcoat anything. Tell me the truth. Tell me everything. Don't lie, just tell me what it's like. And Liz was like, okay, I will definitely tell you what's going on. So we're going to tell a story about fame. And here's the thing. Malcolm knows everything about fame, fortune, happiness, love, lust, all the things. And he's like, I'm not believing your story. I don't think that Daniel would ever use me for my fame or my money or my fortune. But Liz is like, listen to me, Malcolm. I know you don't believe me, but trust me. I've been his daughter for so many years. He's my father, my birth father. He's treated me horribly over the years. He's cheated on my mother, his girlfriend, his boyfriend, his past husband, has like 3 other kids. And he's just like using people for no reason, that he wants to gain that reputation back, but he's doing it on all the wrong reasons. And Malcolm, I need to tell you that he's using you as well. And I don't want to see you hurt like I've been hurt for so many years and others. I don't want you to go down the same path that Don and Caitlin and Mary Sue went down. And I think, like, honestly, Lilith, I understand. I believe you. I'm going to see what Daniel is up to. I'm going to talk to him, see what it's like, and get the stories straight. So, Daniel, where are you? He's up here playing piano like a crazy old man that he is. He dies in like a couple of more days. He's like 64 years old. And Malcolm is an adult. So, we're going to go ahead and call him over to see what he's up to and get the record straight of what's really going on. So, he's going to come downstairs. Yes, he is indeed. Oh, no. Malcolm, do not go downstairs. Come back down. Thank you. We're going to go ahead and talk to Daniel to see what is up. So we're going to go ahead and irritate him and argue with him and just kind of not appreciate him at all. But we're just going to continue to argue with him and ask him what is going on. Transfer lot ownership? Oh no. I am so glad he did not do that. You know, what was funny the other day in my own playthrough, what was going to happen is that Malcolm was about to transfer all his ownership to Daniel Pleasant. But I'm glad he didn't, because he was so close. Like, he was about to do it tonight, but when we came over and was told what was going on with Daniel and why he was using him, he was like hesitant, so he stopped it. But Lilith, what's happening? What happened? Oh no, she's a little bit upset. Oh, Lilith, don't be upset. Everything's fine. Wait a minute, Lilith, what's going on? Be upset? What happened? You're arguing, but like, why are you crying? I don't know, but you fell in love with Alexander, which is what I wanted. Oh, she said about the argument that's happening between her father and Malcolm. Oh no. Oh no. We're gonna also go ahead and argue with him as well. It's like, how could you argue? Like, how could you believe my stupid of a daughter? Don't believe her. Don't believe anything she ever says. She's lying. It's like, I don't believe you. You know what, Daniel? We're through. I can't believe you, of all people, after all the stories I've heard from Mary Sue, called me herself. She emailed me, Angela, Lilith, Caitlin, and Dawn, about all the crazy schemes you've done over the years about using them for their money, their fame, their fortune, and their status. I can't believe this. So, you know what, Daniel? You can get out of my house. I never want to see you ever again. And so we're going to definitely have this relationship tank and kick him out and go ahead and insult him, argue with him, and then we're going to end up divorcing him, because this is getting out of hand. We cannot have this relationship go on any further. We don't want him in our lives. We don't want him to be here anymore. He needs to get out. It's like, you have not seen the last of me. You will not ruin my family name. You will not tarnish it. You will not be here anymore. I don't want you around. So I'm going to go ahead and have you divorce him. Let's see if we can divorce. I want to divorce. I want the divorce. You know what, Daniel Pleasant? We are through. I don't want to be around you anymore. Get out of my house. I married you because I thought I loved you and you were amazing. You were very kind, light-hearted, and sweet. But for now, I don't want to see you. I don't want to see your face. I don't want you in my house. Get out. Leave. Never enter this home ever again. And Dan's just like, wait, what did I do? I did nothing wrong. I loved you. I wanted to be here with you, and you just kicked me out like trash. I can't believe this. And I feel like at some point Daniel's going to end up suing Malcolm, but he's going to lose regardless, but he doesn't know it yet. But I think Malcolm and Daniel are going to go through a very strong and lengthy dispute of who owns what, because they signed a prenup. And, you know, with prenups, they get a little bit crazy. So, yeah. So that's going to happen at some point in the future. But Daniel might be in trouble. He's going to die soon. And Malcolm's going to sue the pants off of him very, very soon. I mean, honestly, it's going to happen sooner rather than later. He's going to reap what he sowed, and it's going to end badly. So I'm going to end up having him live by himself and build a house for him before he dies. But Lilith is so sad that her father is no longer married, which is like kind of like good with her. But she also says, I guess that union wasn't at all it wasn't all it looked like what it was going to be. Like, she's very sad that they broke up, but kind of relieved that they broke up, because they weren't really good together, to be honest, at all. So we're gonna go ahead and check ourselves out and do some little stuff here, take a quick bath. But Malcolm feels so relieved because, like, this is great for him. At last, I'm rid of that loser. Now I'm free to find someone worth spending my life with. Like, literally, Malcolm feels so relieved at this point. He made an enemy with Daniel, lost a best friend, which he doesn't really care anymore. He wants to adopt a child, which I feel like this could be good for him if he needs someone stable. He needs someone that will be there for him, but he also needs someone that will love him back and unconditionally. And I think a child will be good for him for the long haul. And this is going to be good for him. So we're going to have him actually go downstairs and get on the phone with the adoption agency and call ourselves a little bit of a adoption, because we're going to end up having Malcolm be a father, of course. And we're going to transform his office into a bedroom for a kid. And I think it's going to be good for him to definitely have a little bit of an extra, you know, person in his household, his life. Because he lives in a bachelor pad, a big old giant mansion bachelor pad that he needs to share his space with. Not another relationship, but, you know, a friendship, a you know, a kind, lighthearted, you know, kid or some sort. So we're going to adopt a kid. Yes, I do. And we've been approved for the adoption, and they already know we're going to be a great parent, which is so exciting. So they're going to shortly drop off our kid, which is super pumped and amazing. We're going to actually clean up a bit. We're also going to call the repairman because our stuff is broken in this household. Let's call a repairman. Get this one here to fix all of my stuff, please and thank you. The adoption lady should be here soon. I do want to attempt to actually fix up this little area here at some point, but we are going to adopt a child. But I also low-key want him to have a toddler because this will definitely kind of, not groom, but more so like help him kind of understand the sense of fatherhood at an early age. So adopting a toddler will be good for him. And we're going to do a boy, because I think it'll be good for him. And we're going to do we're going to go with a medium skin tone because that is what he is. And we have a kid named Malcolm Landgrabb V. Oh, he's so adorable. Wait, why is he so cute? Oh, he's so nervous. Malcolm's gonna be so excited, but Amin is so scared. Oh, this is like a little his four little teeth at the bottom. But either way, I'm gonna leave you off right here. I do hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below, as always, on what you thought of today's episode where Malcolm and Daniel are no longer together and Lilith broke up another marriage, but also the fact that Malcolm's a newfound father, single and loving it right now. But also, do you think that Daniel might go back to Mary soon now that they're both elders and single and don't really have the best relationship, but will stay together for the sake of, like, because they have no one else to, like, you know, get together with anymore? Like, what do you think? Do you think they get back together or not? And all that jazz, because honestly, at the end of the day, anything could happen in this save file. But nevertheless, as always, I do hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!